Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. For those of you returning, welcome back. And for those of you that are new, hello, my name is Erica. I'm a homeschooling, homemaking mama of 5. This is part 2 of a 2-day cleanup. Well, no, I think it was just 1-day cleanup. Anyway, so I spent a full day cleaning my house up, and then I split it into 2. So I guess I had 2 videos. My son and I stopped around noon and went and swam, and then I came home and finished up. So this is pretty typical for my house. If you don't know, I'm not really a clean as you go person, or if you couldn't tell, haha. So yeah, I just started working part-time about a month ago, and it's taken me a little while to kind of get the hang of things in the house, but that's okay. I really wasn't that great at keeping up with it regularly anyway, but at least each day I'll get up and clean. It seemed like I was cleaning the same messes. And eventually you would hope that I would learn and be like, okay, well, Erica, you know that you're going to have to get up and clean up all these clothes that are on the floor when you could have just put them in your laundry basket. And while I know that, and while I'm thinking that, as I drop my clothes on the floor, I don't know. Eventually something will click maybe. So I'm not real particular about my bed. I like it made, but I don't go through the trouble of doing a whole bunch of stuff to it. I mean, obviously I've got a ton of pillows, but So I don't know when my husband and I switched roles, but recently he's been super into reading, and he had like a whole pile of books over here on his side of the bed. And I gotta say, y'all, I think besides my Bible, I don't think I had any books over there on mine. Well, maybe I did. I think I had a devotional book, but yeah, that's about it. I just really haven't had the time or desire to read lately. And there's my little nest as usual. I don't know where that sweater came from. It's like a super warm sweater, like super in the middle of the winter, and it just kind of showed up on the floor. And I mean, I'm sure I did it, but I don't know what I did with it or why I did it. This part of my room hasn't been too bad recently. Joe's been hanging out in his room quite a bit, which means his room's been messy, but I wanted to show you guys this. I've been super excited to try Oil of Olay's retinol face cream or moisturizer. And I was at Walmart the other day, and they had their own version of it. So considering it was like $20 cheaper, I thought I'd give it a try. Most of the time, I'm pretty happy with Walmart's dupes. Or I guess they're not dupes, they're generic brand. Every once in a while, I get one though. The smell's kind of weird, and it's not the same. So, but I don't know. I don't normally like the smell of Oil of Olay's products. It's like there's a faint, their body wash specifically. Like I used to love it. Like it feels great on my skin, but there's a tinted. What does it smell? Tint's not the word. Maybe it is. I don't know. There's a whiff of something in their body wash that always smells like it's been old or it's soured or something. And I thought I had got a bad bottle the very first time that I used it, but then I've noticed it's in every one of them. And I've noticed it's kind of in their lotions too. So I guess my thought is there's probably a scent that they're using or something in there that is like I'm just not smelling correctly, or my brain's not manifesting it the right way. I don't know if manifesting is a word I should use, but so I am not cleaning my husband's side of the counter. Not to be like, mean or anything. There's some things my husband I just don't clean. I mean, we're both adults, so he can do it himself, and he can go through it himself. This stuff. So that's one of them. Like I will, I'll wash his clothes and put them up, and I don't put them up, but I set them over on his side, and he puts them up. Stuff like that. So we finally decided that our washing machine needs to be replaced. My husband's tried to fix it twice, and he just actually several times. It's not just twice. So I don't know what I'm going to get. Like the last couple of years, I've made sure that when we buy an appliance, we buy a quality one. But I made the mistake of not buying a warranty, because it really irks me that you have to pay extra to get a guarantee that your product can work. Like I don't understand why your product can't just work. But anyway, So I'm tempted to just go buy a cheap washing machine because the best one I've ever had was that Amana or Amara or something like that. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the cheap one at Lowe's because this was a Whirlpool. It was a fairly nice one. I think we may have paid like 600 for it. And that is no small chunk of change. So that's, I know that's probably on the lower end, but even still, for it to last 3 years and that just be it. So anyway, instead of complaining, I'm really trying to. I just need to talk more positive. I'll just be thankful that we have the means to buy a new washing machine, and lesson learned with warranty, I guess. So anyway, obviously, you guys, you can see I'm cleaning my bathroom. I went a little overboard here. Not overboard, but I just felt like, I don't know, y'all ever get in a mood and you're like, ooh, let's clean it again. All right, you want to keep cleaning. Okay. Here's Joe's room. He's 5, and I've not put the effort into making him clean his room like he should recently, and that's on me. So that's what it is. I did go. That is me right there. That mess. We were looking for sleeping bags, and I thought I'd thrown them in there, and we were in a huge hurry to get the kids to camp. That's no excuse for leaving a mess, but I'm just telling you what I did there. So his room is incredibly small. This is by far the smallest room in the house, unless you count the laundry room, which I don't. So that little TV and VCR right there, we have a couple of DVDs that we have to watch for school. And that's the only thing that they'll play on because our Xboxes the DVDs don't work. And I don't even think they read DVDs if they did. So yeah, that's what that's there for. It's actually a DVD VCR combo, y'all. That's how old that is. So I did have Joe help me, and Joe's been working on cleaning his room. I'm actually very thankful. He does football. He does it twice a week. He's got practice, and his coaches are teaching respect and responsibility and all those, and they give them little assignments. And this week's assignment was to clean your room without asking. So we'll see how far that goes. Last week was manners, and I do have to say manners is a big thing. That's very important for me and my children. So they've always been yes ma'am, no ma'am. I know a lot of people get aggravated. I don't know how many times I've had people say, don't call me ma'am. And, that's fine. If someone says that, I'll stop. But I have always manners go a long way with me, and I appreciate them. So, I'm not going to be rude and be like, well, I don't care if you don't want me to call you yes ma'am or whatever. I'm going to anyway. I don't mean it to that point, but I have always taught that, with my children. That's been a big deal. So Joe has, he's a yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. He's not happy about it most of the time, but he does do it, so. This is the method that works best for me and Joe. I sweep everything into a pile, and then he kind of starts going through it. We'll throw away trash and all that, and I do work with him. So, but yeah, that's what we're doing here. So I keep thinking that maybe he needs a tote or like a bigger toy box for his bigger stuff, but then I'm stopped and I'm like, no, he really doesn't, because he doesn't really play with that stuff as much anyway, and it's just going to be more space, more things in here to take up space. So, we are trying to. Every time we go in here, we go through the stuff and we take stuff out. And a lot of times we don't buy Joe a lot of toys. This is just hand-me-down stuff he gets from his cousin. Every time he goes to my mother-in-law's, he comes back with something. She doesn't buy him stuff. She has toys from when the other kids were younger and stuff. And we just end up with a little bit of everything. So I do occasionally go through his stuff on my own and get rid of things that I know for sure he doesn't play with. But without too much detail, it's very important to me that my kids learn to throw things away on their own and that they learn to give it up, because hoarding tendencies run in my family, and I've had to, I'm not going to say that I'm a hoarder, but I can definitely see where I have a hard time holding on to things, and I do not want my kids to have to work through that when they're older. So that's why I like it. I like for Joe to be able to talk him. Is it himself or himself? Anyway, to be able to get rid of his stuff on his own. So, and maybe that seems a bit extreme or dramatic for a 5-year-old, but it's something that's very important to me. So. what I guess my goal is, I'm just trying to teach him at a young age, you know, something that just will be habit to him, and he won't even realize that, you know, he does it. Like, it's just important. Hey, you know, it's that time of month we need to go through our stuff. And yes, this is the before, and my after may not be that spectacular and glorious as some of these others, but and I'm not saying that the others aren't realistic, but this, I'm about to show you guys a realistic after, because it didn't, you know, the sheets didn't get finished in time, and there was still a couple things. And Joe did a lot of this on his own, so my after is definitely realistic for my house. If it was pristine and perfect, it would not work. I love you too, baby. Get your room clean. I've got a little guest right here. That's who I'm talking to, y'all. Okay, this is our Sam's Club food haul. It was $340. Start with this Angus beef. It was $13.01. I'll make stew meat with this. Cheese. Beef ballpark. The corn's not from Sam's, it's from somewhere else. 3-pack of bacon, string cheese, sausage. Y'all know I cook with a lot of that. Pepper jack, flamin' jack. I guess we're on a cheese kick. My husband's krill oil, hot dog buns, Trix cereal, Reese Puff cereal, power washed on because I'm about out. Some light bulbs, broccoli. Pork, little critters immune C. So chicken was $3 a pound, so I did not get any. I did get 2 of these because, let's see, there's 3 in them, and they were $9. And I don't know if you guys have seen pizza lately or how much the prices are where you're at, but it's been like $5 for a single one. Tide Pods, because we're really liking that. Bread, because I'm still too lazy to make any. And dog food. I think that's it. All right, so to keep up with tradition, I'm going to end this video with folding some laundry. I am in my living room. I've been doing it in here because it seems like I don't know, it's just nice to change the scenery. I like watching TV on the big screen in here. So yeah, I don't fold my shirts. I just hang them up and put them in my closet. And you guys, joke's on me. I took a shower right after I filmed this, and I brought all my clothes with me, and I laid them on the bathroom counter. Well, I was like, crap, I want to wear my cheetah print shorts. So I was like, all right, well, I'll put the clothes up. I'll hang them up and put them up until I get to my shorts. Then I'll just do the rest of them, you know, later on. Joke's on me, y'all. My shorts weren't even in that pile. I have so much cheetah print stuff that it was a shirt that I was thinking was my shorts. And I say joke's on me. I mean, I put all my clothes away. So anyway, I tricked myself. But yeah, so that's what happened there. I was gonna say my closet doesn't look great. It actually looks terrible, but at least I hung some of this stuff up. I'm just terrible with like putting my things away. I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's my stuff or what, but yeah. Well, anyway, as always, it means the world to me that you all are, you know, taking the time out of your day to watch my video, whether it be to see, you know, what's going on in my life or just for the cleaning motivation, whatever the reason is. I appreciate it and love you all so much. And I hope wherever you guys are at, you are having a blessed one. I'll see you in the next.
Woohoo! I am done. I am done. I am done. I am done. Oh crap, that's all.